দেখ দি এই স্ট্রিম লাইভ গেছে নি এখনো সাবস্ক্রাইব করান আপনার দেন দি লাইভ গেছে নি অফিসের মোবাইলটা দেন তাই লিখব হ্যালো 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 ক্রিমেল ঢুকছস ঢোক 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 ম্যাচটা দি লাইভ লাইভে গেছি দেই দেন দি এদিকে আনেন দি হ্যালো সাউন্ড ঠিকঠাক আইনি দেন দি আসো, আসো। ইমেল চালু ঢোক ঢোক আবার এত দূর লাগে বললাম স্টিম চালু হয়েছে হ্যাঁ বুঝলাম না কি কস কি 10% কি 6% কি ডাউনলোড নাই তুই গেমে নাই নলাই ডিভিশনে ঢুকছে চলো ঢুক তুই ঢুকলে ফোনটা কাইটটা আমি স্টার্ট দেবো 2টা ভিউয়ার হয়ে গেছে বেটা তাড়াতাড়ি কর তুই গেমে না তুই গেমে না না তার দেখায় না আইসে কল কাইটটা দিতেছি। হ্যালো, শুরু করি আজকে ফ্রেন্ডলি দিয়ে। নেট অনেক খারাপ আজকে। পড়ছে। এই বান্দাই start.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Now this could be a chance. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Hoeneß, Schneider. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Schneider goes short. Van Dijk. And it's White. And it's Van Bouten. Borussia Dortmund so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Messi! That is decidedly lacking.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Pelé. Now that looks a decent ball. And Cruyff! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Zico. Zico going face to face with his great rival. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Batistuta, and this is Messi. An uncompromising challenge. Rijkaard. And this is Cruyff! And that has been cleared.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ernest. White. Looking tidy in possession here. Now he's off and running. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're off again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
That has been knocked clear. Busquets. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that's...
Face to face with the... Goes for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. No mistake! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Shevchenko. Substitution in progress.
Messi with the short one. Shoots! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Just the goalkeeper shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Cruyff. Now then, the ball's come loose. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him
There
dead
will
in
be
his
5
tracks.
minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Not the most accurate pass. Shevchenko might just make this. Rijkaard. And it's Zico. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the Cruyff! And that may well be that. That is that. Borussia Dortmund have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display.
না আমার এতেই যেতে হইব আবার ফরমেশনে যেতে হইব রেডি হাত জমে গেছে, 4 গোল। রিভেঞ্জ নিতে হবে, রিভেঞ্জ। বল ভাই। ঠান্ডা লেগে গেছে। Let's go. আজকে অনেক সময় লাগতেছে। পড়ছে।
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. The unmistakable Daniel van Basten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
Can you imagine that?
Somewhat off target. And here's Batistuta. Messi. And it's Messi. Oh, this is a great position. Pele. Ibrahimovic. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's through here. Shot, and the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And this is Pele. Saliba going vertical. Looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And if you have just joined us, still just Zico! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's there to clear it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, this looks sharp. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Costa Curta. Dunk. Nicely spread. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Cruyff. Threads one in. And he welcomes it in. Schneider. Rijkaard. Hernes. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. And now the breakaway. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Oh, what a... and the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Dunk. Rijkaard, a player who needs no introduction. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pele is firing after that one. Rijkaard. Hernes. Barcelona finding their passes. Backward it goes. Now it's Schneider. Batistuta. Cleared without complication. Zico. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Pele. Oh, strongly challenged there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rodri gets it away. Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely weighted ball. Schneider gets it away. Cruyff, and this is Ibrahimovic. Saliba concedes a free kick for that. And it's Maicon. Oh, well played.
1 minute added time.
Van Bouten gets it here. That's really well manoeuvred. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Borussia Dortmund are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Pele, and this is Ibrahimovic. Elise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Costa Curta. Ambitious ball here. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, delightful ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Costa Curta. Moved on forwards. Dunk cuts out the pass. Rijkaard. Borussia Dortmund just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
Wait.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Might be it. Pele! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. That has been knocked clear. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Batistuta. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Corner number 3 coming up. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Cruyff. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. And this is Ibrahimovic. An uncompromising challenge. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. So their fourth corner of the game. Big header! And now they can spring out of defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
I was going to be disappointed with that. Michael. And it's Cruyff. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Right, Batistuta. Adams. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He's in a good position here. Olise.
Borussia Dortmund have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Caresses it through. And he's there to clear it. Oh, super ball. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
A case now of complete control. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Van Dalton promptly onto that, and that is that. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Olise, and that's been intercepted.
Oh, that was well played, well stopped.
Into the last 5 minutes. Batistuta. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Olise, played into space. And he thumps it clear. And it's Rodri.
Added time.
For Olise. Olise. And here's Haaland. Played back. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
That parking in the area
Cruyff
around the stadium
voted
is
man of the
strictly
match
forbidden.
and